Okay, so we're recording now. We're all ready to start whenever. Did you have an intro lined up, or?
Sure. I think it's better if I do it with another person, though.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I was just going to say, pardon? It's better if I do that with another person. So,
okay,
Dylan or Dustin, which one of you want to do it?
I can do it.
Yeah, I guess you recommended it. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, pardon?
And what was I supposed to say at the same time?
No, it's just pardon at the same time. That's what they say in the movie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, we already got a laugh.
Oh, it's okay. All right.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Pardon?
Welcome to the Unrealistic Elephant Podcast.
You fucked up. You gotta say that again.
Well, I'm gonna. Shut up. You fucking got the giggles. You've never heard the fucking giggles. Okay.
I'm biting my tongue.
Okay. Shut up. I know you shut up. I'm telling myself to shut up.
Why don't we just keep this in?
No,
This is very funny.
No. Okay. Welcome to the Unrealistic Elephant Podcast. I've got to fucking Jesus. If you want to marry my daughter, you can't unless you bring me the Unrealistic Elephant Podcast. So, welcome. Welcome back to the Unrealistic Elephant Podcast for the month of May 2026. I'm Nathan.
And I am Ian, and we have not one, but two guests with us. First, I guess we'll have our recurring guest introduce himself.
I'm back, guys. It's Dustin.
All right.
He's
and
back
a new
from
player has entered. So.
Hi, I'm Dylan.
Yeah, we've been friends with Dylan for a very long time, since like junior high or something.
Yeah.
At least I've known you since junior high.
Yeah, like 2006, 2007, something
Dustin
like
met
that.
him 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So you can you'll be able to tell who has the closest bond here. Yeah.
But Dylan used to be with us with a bunch of our projects and stuff like that.
We actually did. He is referenced in one of our videos. I don't think he was ever in one of our videos, but in our old Okay Fine Be That Way video where we did the drug PSA. It ends with
Dylan Coughlin.
you playing
Dylan
him.
Coughlin as Mickey Mouse. I made it me as Dylan Coughlin as Mickey Mouse, and then Brendan came in as Goofy, and they started singing about drugs. So I remember that.
Legit, one of my favorite.
Dustin hasn't seen this, so he has no idea what the fuck we're
It's a
talking
classic.
It's a classic. Honestly, one of my favorite quotes of anything we've ever made during that period of time is, "Well, Dylan, I got some crack right here. Give me some right now, Goofy."
Lorsh, I think your crack was laced.
We were so funny back then. I don't know what happened.
No. We started doing podcasts. I think we're still funny on the podcast.
I think it's still there.
We're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, be that way.
No, we're not.
You are.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am.
Kick me out.
But I've had you on for the Irish
Yes,
thing,
I know.
and,
Yes,
a few other things.
We're all part of the greater ecosystem of. Okay, fine, be that way.
Yeah, exactly. And I uploaded a video on your account too, when I had the hand on my.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Dylan Coughlin. I'm gonna go eat a penis. No.
I remember that.
Yes, my YouTube
logged
account.
Oh my god,
on Dylan Champions.
Oh my
laptop, so
god.
I made that video.
Oh my god, is that video still out there?
It's still up on my other channel, but it's blocked because of the content.
No!
Because I drew a penis on my hands.
Okay,
So I can watch it, nobody else can.
Until now. Let's run the clip. Hi, I'm Dylan Coughlin, and I'm gonna go eat a penis. And then I put the whole clip right there.
I might have to blur it.
Fuck.
Alright, but that'll be a new project for you. We're gonna blur things and whatever editing software you
You'll
use.
actually have to edit this now instead of
Yeah.
just like putting the clip right out there.
I love that. I love when I can
It's
just
like
put it
how we
right out.
inserted the back scratchers at one time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We just put
We're
whatever.
prop comedians here on this
Yeah,
audio
we're
only
like,
podcast.
It doesn't fancies himself like Carrot Top or something.
Hey, I'm not that great.
You're not that great.
I'm a little bit better.
Okay, yeah, there we go. All right,
Oh, fuck. Anyway,
we ran into Dylan. We went to go see the drama
Oh my
month,
God.
which we both, all three of us really liked.
Oh, yeah,
I'd say
fantastic
Go
film.
check out the drama with Robert Patz and Zendaya, and it's really good. And we ran into him and his wife there, and we're like, hey, you should come onto our podcast, because that's what me and Nathan do with anyone new we meet who's in the arts.
Exactly.
Like, hey, let's go and get you on the podcast. So
This is just how we sort of socialize with people now.
exactly.
It's so hard to like get anyone to do it. That's why we started the podcast in the first place, is because you were in Vancouver, I was here on Prince Edward Island, and it was so hard to like make time to like hang out, so we just monthly podcasts where we have to hang out.
Other than the Discord server, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But other than that.
But like one-on-one shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah,
So-
of course.
Yeah, and we've been going ever since. So Dylan recommended a movie for this podcast that I've seen now 4 times.
Twice now for me, I think.
Yeah, and how many times for you, Dustin?
Twice.
All right. Okay, and how many times have you seen it?
I've seen it, I think, 4 times myself.
Okay.
Just, it's one of my perfect films. It's in my top 4.
Yeah, awesome. So, we'll get into that. So, what is the movie?
The movie is Hundreds of Beavers.
Yes.
Yes.
It is a...
I don't know who directed it offhand. I don't know. I know there's
Mike
like
Cheslick.
Mike Cheslick.
That's why he's got the notes.
That's why I got the note.
There's like 3 people in this movie. 5. There's like 5 people and then hundreds of beavers. So.
There's like people in the mascot costumes too, and Mike Cheslick is in some of the mascot costumes.
Yeah,
too,
I
so he
was gonna
does
say.
kind of appear on screen.
He's starring in his own film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I was gonna say this is a movie made by Mike Cheslick, and the star of the movie, Ryland Tews, plays Jean, or I don't know. They never actually, I guess, say it in the movie. You just see it on the
It could be
on the
Gene.
sign in the beginning, so it could be Gene. But yeah, Ryland Tews. They both made this movie. I believe they both. Well, the movie wasn't written in a traditional sense. It was storyboarded, but they both worked on the storyboard together. They both developed it, and they. This is their second feature film that they made as a team together. The first one being Lake Michigan Monster, and so this was their kind of big breakthrough, because Lake Michigan Monster was like $7,000 movie.
Oh,
It
wow.
was super duper cheap. This one was still pretty cheap. It was like $150,000, but there's more you can do with that for sure. And so this was their second one, and this was the first one I heard about.
Yeah, this is the first I had heard of it ever.
Yeah.
Or heard of them anyway.
Yeah.
I sort of heard rumor like rumblings about it when it initially came out, and I didn't really know what the whole deal with it was. Until I eventually picked it up on, because you can find this pretty much anywhere. It's on like Tubi, it's on Prime with ads, I think.
Oh, okay.
It used to be on YouTube as well for free.
Yeah,
Lake Michigan
exactly.
Monster was on YouTube. I actually watched it before Hundreds of Beavers, because I heard of Hundreds of Beavers, and I saw that I knew that their first movie was on YouTube, so I watched that first. But but it was because of the hype of Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah,
I watched
exactly.
It. So how did you hear about this movie, Dylan?
So there's this YouTube channel called Shafrillas, and they
yeah,
said, "Oh, you need to watch this movie." And I looked at the trailer, and I was like, "Okay, this is really fun. This seems really funny and really up my alley." So I used to do a long-running bit with my friend called Papa Dole's Preposterous Picture Show.
Okay.
So I'm Papa Dole, as colloquially referred through online, and we always would watch really bad movies together. But
Love it.
this time I was like, you know what? I think it was 420. I really wanted to watch this with them. So we all got high and we watched Hundreds of Beavers for the first time. And I believe I was crying laughing within the first 3 minutes of the film. For some reason, I don't know why, but it just resonated with me so strongly. And then I forced my mother-in-law to watch it on Christmas Day.
That's how you know a movie is
Beautiful.
good.
That is
That's how you
beautiful.
know a movie is good.
And she was like, I don't know what's going on. But she was laughing the whole time. And then she was like, oh, this movie was bad. I was like, what do you mean? You were laughing the whole time.
Yeah, like if it was a drama, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was meant to be a drama, but
Man, that thing.
It was pretty dramatic
I
sometimes.
can say the first time I watched it, absolutely, I had to watch it twice for more than one reason. Because when I first watched it, I was so thrown for a loop. I was like, "Hey, this is about hundreds of beavers," but it starts off with him with rabbits and all that.
Where the fuck are the beavers?
I was
He's gotta
"Where's
level
the
up,
beavers?
dog, come
where's
on."
the beavers? And then next thing you know, after he goes to the pellet place so many times,
There's a beaver.
there's some
the
beavers coming
beavers.
in.
And you had to watch it twice to be like, there's the beavers.
No.
He went into it expecting hundreds of beavers right away.
Not dragging it out and going, okay, now the hundreds of beavers is coming in because of this point.
Oh,
I picture you like 5 minutes in, like you like slap your space bar, like, where the fuck are these beavers? And you just go look it up. It's like, oh, they come in later.
No, I didn't do it that way, Nathan.
You didn't get spoiled.
No.
You didn't get spoiled, thank God.
I watched it for what it was the first time.
And then you had to Google, like, where were the beavers in this
There was a bunch of guys in mascot costumes. There was no beavers.
Not even a CG beaver. Unbelievable. They had $150,000.
They couldn't make one CG beaver.
Come on, Unreal Engine is free now. Come on, what are we doing?
One animated funny beaver.
Yeah, what the hell?
That would have been $10,000. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually have kind of a similar story to Dylan when it comes to finding out about this movie, because I found out about it through a YouTuber too called YourMovieSucks.org.
Oh.
And he reviewed it as I forget what the festival was, but it was one of the things that he covered in his festival.
Yeah.
And I saw, just based on the way he was talking about it and like the clips he was showing, I knew it was up my alley.
Yeah.
And so I was in Vancouver at the time, and I was like with my friend, and we're like, oh, it's finally coming to one of the theaters here, let's go see it. And we did, and outside of the theater was YourMovieSucks.org lined up for the movie, and I was like, oh my god, I'm here because of this guy, and he's brought me to it. And so I was just like, hey, are you Adam? I'm a big fan. He's like, oh, thanks. And so I got a picture with him. I'm sure Nathan will superimpose that.
That's right here.
Yeah, but yeah, so I was like pretty excited because like I got to see one of my favorite movies of this past decade because of this person, and I ended up meeting him. I didn't talk to him very, very long because he was with his friends and I was with my friend, and my friend was high on mushrooms. So I was
goodness.
I didn't want to cause a scene or like get her worried or like have to. Which, by the way, great choice on her part to get high on mushrooms for this, but
oh my god, yeah,
yeah. So
that would have been awesome.
Yeah, but
Lord.
yeah. After the movie, I saw Adam in the bathroom. I'm like, thanks for the review, and he's like, of course. And so he's like, do you like it? I'm like, yeah. And so then, yeah, we just left. Very brief interaction, but seemed like a very nice guy. And, you know, I know that I kind of took a jab at him in one of our other podcasts, but that's because he was going through some controversy at the time. I got no personal qualms with Adam. In fact, he's introduced me to a lot of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
At least contemporary movies. He's very good at finding the obscure stuff like this one, because he really generated the buzz around it for me.
Yeah, exactly. I heard about this movie basically from you and also from other YouTubers. Like, I watched Adam's video on it, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. But I'm again, outside of the podcast, I have such a hard time just getting started on watching movies. And eventually I checked it out, and I'm always kicking myself because like I should have watched this like a year ago. And now it's definitely, I have a lot to say about it, which is great because I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, that's what you came to the right place.
This is why we make the big bucks.
This is why I think ahead.
Yeah.
But there's so much to appreciate about this movie as like a slapstick comedy. I was when I was a kid, I was a big fan of like Wile E. Coyote, Roadrunner.
Yeah.
That was my favorite Looney Tune of all time. And I'm gonna say there's a lot of that in this, and that's the first thing I thought of. And of course, there's like Buster Keaton and other like the Charlie Chaplin, Three Stooges, things like that. But I'm watching it a second time. It's really starting to dawn on me that while all of these things are there, it's also like an evolution of that. Yeah. It's not just like, oh, this movie is like one of those old movies, one of those old slapstick comedies. No, it feels like a new movie, but it's presented in this same style. It feels so like unique in that sense, even though it's clearly trying to do something that a lot of people have done before. It feels so different from those things.
It's adapting those things and turning it into its own thing. And it's actually interesting because I did look into this a bit, and they said when they originally came up with the idea of the movie, they thought of it as a parody of The Revenant. Actually, great. But I mean, they moved away from that concept, but I can actually kind of see a little bit of like the roots of that.
That DNA is like still in there a little bit.
Like there's a couple of shots like like right after, like when he falls into the trap and breaks his leg. That felt like a little like The Revenant, where it sort of stopped for a minute and the music stopped, and it stopped being so bouncy for a second. It did sort of feel like The Revenant for like 30 seconds.
Exactly. And there are parts of this movie that do have shots that directly reference other movies, like actually the first scene with the beavers when they're carrying the log and he's like on the hill and he's kind of like crawling around like looking at them. That's from Hidden Fortress, the Akira Kurosawa movie.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and they later reference that in Star Wars with R2-D2 and C-3PO.
Right.
So I mean, that goes back a long way.
See, I didn't know about that because I looked up a little bit about the making of the film and how they wanted it to kind of feel like a video game, especially in the later half.
Yeah.
But I thought that was referencing like Metal Gear Solid, where he's like crawling around and stuff and like trying to make sure he's not being caught by the beavers and all that.
They brought that up on the Wasted commentary. So perfect. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is that
Call of Duty?
Dylan did give me the Blu-ray for this, and I watched. There's 3 commentaries. I didn't get to watch all of them, but I watched the Wasted commentary, and then on the second disc, there's a VFX reel, and what it is, it's the movie in 4 quadrants on like one screen, and then you have the regular movie playing on the top left. Under that, you have the storyboard that's animated, and then on the other sides, it's the special effects shot before they were made. And it's pretty insane to see that a lot of these effects shots are literally like when he's climbing the tree, for example. That's just like him on a green screen outside that somebody's holding up behind him. Like it's really, really DIY.
Like it's so rudimentary.
Yeah,
and it feels so guerrilla and so like underground, and I love that.
I mean, I enjoyed the intro scene.
Yeah, the
musical portion,
the musical number at the beginning,
like when he was just getting drunk with like all the
imaginary people,
peoples and stuff.
Yeah. It starts so great. It's great energy, and it sort of sets the energy, even though a whole bunch of terrible shit happens to him. Like 5 seconds after that scene ends, it sort of establishes the tone that you're going to have, even though you're going to sort of bring down the mood for like a short time.
If you want me to be honest, though, I didn't expect him to pop back up. I thought he blew up.
That was him?
That was a short movie.
No, but I thought they were going to come into like that was their intro and then come into the hundreds of Beavers portion.
That makes sense.
I thought that was like their climax, bringing it in. Like that was a good intro for sure. Like
exactly.
You got your hope. Got you hyped up. You're like, okay, this is gonna be some wacky crap, and then bam, and then he pops out of the snow. He's like, oh.
And immediately he's just the most endearing like goofball character. And it's funny you bring up the video game thing, because that was another thing I was going to bring up without even looking into the their inspirations and stuff. This feels like in the second half of this movie, it sort of feels like one of those Roblox games where you go through and you're like, oh, I got to go here and stand over here and get money and then bring that to get a bone, and then the bone I traded in the bone for powder, and then the powder it felt like a Roblox
I actually agree with that. Roblox, Minecraft. A little bit.
It's so interesting because again, it's overall taking this old, I guess, like if you wanted to be harsh, like archaic style of making movies, and then sort of adding on these additional like the video game elements, the counter whenever he kills a beaver.
Actually, what I was going to say before, like that shot I was talking about with the tree climbing, they based that off of Mario's sprite when he climbs a vine in the original Mario Bros. Like that's
hilarious.
And you can see that too when you actually like really break it down. Like it's the same kind of movement. And that's the thing too, is that a lot of what they had for the concept of this movie, I mean, after the Revenant parody thing, but like when they became what it more so became, they were combining the aspects of like old silent movies with video game logic. That was kind of what they said that they were going for. Which is
genius, because a lot of video games have silent characters.
Yeah.
So the idea of progression in a game is narratively satisfying without needing dialogue. It's honestly genius.
Yeah, exactly. And
if only like any of the big video game movies understood about like how that was progression and logic. Like if you looked at the Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh,
I think me and Ian talked about Mario Galaxy.
I can talk about it again. We can rip it apart because this is a better Mario movie than the fucking Mario Galaxy.
I'm gonna say
movie.
that's right.
This is
Dylan, we watched Showgirls last week, and I think one of the first things we said it was still better than Mario Galaxy movie.
dude, I watched half that movie and I said, "Fuck this." I'm not even kidding.
I would have too if I didn't recommend it. I dug my fucking grave at that point.
I just couldn't.
No, he's talking about
believe it.
Mario Galaxy.
No, I'm talking about Mario.
But he also watched a little bit of Showgirls and said, "Fuck it" with that
Yeah,
too.
I
So
did.
that's also true.
The cinematic parallels are undiscovered.
But no, I'm talking about just hands down like the Mario Galaxy.
What is happening?
I think they need to wake the fuck
That
up.
movie was written by Chris Meledandri with a brain trauma.
Yeah.
Like retrograde amnesia where he keeps forgetting the last 10 minutes that he wrote.
Yeah. Actually, what you were saying about the shop actually kind of reminded me more of like Zelda.
Yeah.
With the musical cues.
I was gonna say the music
Yeah.
is. I knew immediately. I was like, that's the shop theme from Ocarina of Time.
Well, it's not, but
specifically.
it's like
No,
they're
but
definitely like doing like a reference. to
They're
it
definitely like the instruments, the synthesized music that they're using is 100% calling.
Yeah, I bet they probably used the Ocarina of Time music as a placeholder before they had the actual.
for sure.
I'm gonna set the bar
Musician.
pretty low at this point.
Yeah.
Caligula was better to watch than Mario Galaxy.
That's a close call, honestly. I don't know about that, but
No, I don't even think it was a close call. At least I was laughing with how bad Caligula was.
Yeah, Mario was just like, they brought in some characters and stuff, and you were excited, but then there was no excitement.
Yeah, no pay.
I'm sorry.
that's the thing too. I was going to bring this up before when I met Adam. Is that he did a really negative review of the first Mario movie, and I had like a Mario hat on when I went up to him, like a Mario mushroom hat. So I was kind of wondering if he was going to go up to him, or if he thought I was going to go up to him and be like, "Hey, you didn't like the Mario movie? Fuck you, man!" And I was like, "No, I'm here for Hundreds of Beavers. Actually,
I'm here for the better Mario movie.
Yeah,
Super Mario 100 Beavers.
Super Mario 120 Beavers, or 128, or whatever that canceled Mario game was called.
Yeah, Mario 128.
128 Beavers.
Yeah, didn't that just turn into Pikmin or whatever?
Yeah, apparently. I don't see how it did. Honestly, I saw it more as like, based on the test footage, the spherical thing, that reminded more and more of Mario Galaxy.
I think it's because like they had like all these individual Marios just kind of
Yeah.
squirming around a bit, and it's like, oh yeah, that can be an analog.
That
to, like,
probably
the
was
red-
a little bit of Mario Galaxy in there.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot in there.
Yeah, but the thing is, so like, I'm obviously really into retro video games.
Of course.
And I'm really into silent movies too. Like, I like a lot of silent movies. Like, when people say they're into silent movies, I don't mean like I've seen like 3 or 4 and I really like them. Like, no, I've seen a bunch of silent movies, and I'm well versed in what this movie is trying to do and trying to reference.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
The fact
I'm
that I
very-
loved it so as much as I did really is a testament to how well of a tribute it is to that time of both of those things. It's kind of like Cuphead a little bit, except where Cuphead was taking like the old 30s style of like filmmaking and retro video games and making it into a video game. This is doing it and turning it into a movie, so it's kind of like a little bit of a...
A couple years ago, we watched Sherlock Jr., which was my first introduction to like Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
And since then, I've seen a bunch of other stuff there. But it very much, it feels so in the spirit of, without the physical, the risk of physical bodily harm, but still just keeping the same amount of the set pieces are so funny. And they take you, they just take you, they completely take you off guard with everything that happens.
absolutely, especially when he keeps falling into those holes.
Oh my god!
Like every time, like he's just casually walking around and it's just like whoop.
I've seen the movie like multiple times, and every time he falls through the first hole, I just start laughing incessantly. I don't understand why. Like, I think it's just the comedic timing of it, and the fact that all the noise just goes out except for the whoop.
It really does.
It does. It cuts everything out, and all you hear is go whoop.
Yeah, another thing I really like, and you mentioned that. So there's like a ton of running jokes through the movie, and what I really like about movies like this is it's wacky and it's off the wall, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in a way that makes sense. Like there's rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Like whenever he whistles, that woodpecker's gonna come and peck him in the head, and that it becomes like a whole thing. Like it's almost like he's figuring out the rules of the cartoon that he is in, and to like speed run Breath of the Wild, and like kill as many beavers as possible.
Yeah, and get to the end goal.
Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, one thing going into the behind the scenes stuff is that they said every single joke in this movie, or every single scene in this movie, either has a running joke or it's part of the main character's progression into becoming like a stronger person. So I looked at the deleted scenes. There's only 3 minutes worth of deleted scenes. It's very short.
Wow.
And the only reason they cut them out is because they said that it didn't follow under one of those two principles, that it was a running joke or that it had something to do with his progression. So, the deleted scenes, there was only 3 of them. One of them is that he gets really cold, so he stuffs his sweater full of tree branches, and then he starts stumbling around. It was still pretty funny. and then there was like one more failed bunny catch and one more scene of him taking off his shoes and walking around in the snow. So very, very minor stuff.
But the tree one would have been funny.
Yeah, the tree one. Yeah, the only reason they didn't is
they could have used that in the beginning.
Yeah,
they really could have.
No, well, like that's the thing is like they actually you can see the parts of the movie where it was taken out because they show like the intro and outro of those scenes being parts of the thing. So, but it still came to less than 3 minutes on the Blu-ray.
Talk about like using the whole buffalo.
Yeah,
like taking everything that you made and realizing that it is like good. Like you don't need to. Nothing needs to stay on the cutting room floor. It works as this one cohesive big thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they ain't cutting the fat on this one.
yeah, exactly. And I do understand, like, some people who are not as big on this movie say that they find it a bit too long. And I can kind of see why the experience for some people might not take them through an hour and 45 minutes, but or an hour and 50 minutes, whatever it is. But I firmly believe that it's better being the length that it is.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that there was anything that I would want to cut out of it. It's all about his progression story of becoming like a bigger a more competent person,
like Santa Claus.
Exactly. Yeah. So like every little bit of the journey, and actually I was looking through the scene selection on the Blu-ray, and it's not even a real scene selection. Like it's the map of the tarp.
Oh, cool.
And it's like it's like there's a wolf, a dead wolf, and then like all these different things, and you go and you click the part because it's all written down like a progression chart.
Oh,
so that's how the scene selection even on the Blu-ray is
so
amazing.
Cool.
So yeah, and it's like if you think this is too long, I mean, silent movies, like some of them went on for 3 hours and stuff like that. Man. So it's like,
and some of them weren't comedies. Me and you watched what was it, Underground? What was it?
Yeah, Underground.
Underground. That's just like a dramatic romance drama, and it felt longer than this because this just goes so fast all the time, but it doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like an hour and 50-minute long movie.
No,
this feels,
it does not.
It feels like a crisp 60 minutes.
Yeah.
As long as you are into it, and I think that's the main thing. Is if you think it's too long, you're very much not into this sort of thing. Which is fine. I think this is a very niche sort of thing. I don't think it's for everybody. A lot of people need a little bit more substance in this. This is fucking.
I think this is very substantive.
No, exactly.
It lets you create your own idea of what they're doing.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you can follow it like you're playing the video game almost.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like the progression as you're watching it.
Yeah.
And it's and that's another thing they said is they wanted it to kind of feel like a let's play. And it does.
It does.
These are all things.
It makes me want to play.
Yeah, actually recently I played Survival Kids on Game Boy, which was all about creating fires and coming up with things. And I actually thought of Hundreds of Beavers. I thought of that game while watching Hundreds of Beavers again because it's you do feel the progression of getting all this random stuff, putting it together, seeing what it does, using it to hunt animals. It's very much, it's along the lines of something like this.
Yeah, it really is. I guess again, that's another thing that I noticed is that it felt like a let's play of a video game, and I had no idea that was even something that they were aiming for. Yeah, but it's so easy for me to grasp it. Yeah. It's even on just a base level without them spelling it out. I understand everything that they're going for.
one thing I could say is that if Netflix was smart enough, because they have those kinds of TV shows where you get to choose directions.
Hundred of
Bandersnatch
like
style,
a hundred of beaver Bandersnatch, hundreds of Bandersnatch. I would play the hell out of that.
Oh, that would go
hundreds
crazy.
of Black Mirrors.
I'm giving them basically $1 million idea just over a podcast. If somebody was smart enough.
TM.
Yeah, we're trademarking this.
We can't trademark hundreds of beavers.
No, but we can trademark the game.
But Charlie Baker, if you're listening to this and you need more ideas for Black Mirror, just let us know and we'll get
we
the
got
hundreds
you,
of
buddy.
beavers. Yeah.
I think he's good, but if you happen to be running out of
I think
ideas,
that's his
let us
name,
know.
Charlie Baker. If it's not, I'm not looking it up, and I can just be wrong.
Good old Charlie Baker.
Yeah.
That's your name for us now. You're Charlie.
There was
Baker.
one interpretation of the film that perplexed me. I recommended this to my boss, and he said, this kind of reminded me of like an anti-capitalist film. And I was like, what are you talking about?
You know what? I can see it.
I can't. I don't
No,
know.
listen, it's something in the background. It's not something as clear cut as like, the video game stuff or the silent film homages. It's all of the industry. It's the beavers as in the background. Every time he makes that loop and he's by the dam, the dam is bigger and it is bigger and there's more people and there's more people working, and as the more trees are being cut down, there's more like the forest is just being like cleared out. By the end of the movie, there's like no trees, and so like the beavers are sort of like if you
It's kind of industrialism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they sort of put that over the beavers because
Yeah.
in all you sort of feel bad about the beavers dying because they don't really do anything. It's nature or whatever, but they're people in suits, so you can't help but sympathize. So then what they do is they make them capitalists, and now everybody hates them.
Yeah.
Actually, what I picked up on while watching it again was like just how much it's like talking about alcoholism and like how that fucked up his farm and made him like fall to the bottom and then rise to the top again, and they were obviously very drunk while making parts of this movie.
Didn't the beavers bite into the legs of his?
Yeah,
barrels?
there was one animated
that was
beaver.
part of it. Yeah,
That-
that was part of it.
That beaver created his problem.
The beaver created his like he blamed himself because of the booze, but in reality it was the beavers again.
Yeah.
Like it was like you need to look within, and you said no, it was the beavers.
So it really is a Revenant style revenge story.
Yeah.
It's as quick as it sounds. It's like it's got this cut dry little run of everything.
yeah.
Basically,
why it's a
hundreds
classic.
of bears. It's Revenant. What the Revenant version would be.
You got like you said, capitalism, all this stuff, industrialism going on technically, and that's all behind the scenes. We're just watching what's.
If you don't want to take in any of those ideas, you don't have to. It's all supplemental.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing is that like
It's like a buffet of ideas.
That's the thing about great art.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Yeah, like you just said, is that a lot of movies like they start off from a dark place and then just do something fun with it. And I see that in this movie. Weapons was another one,
Yes!
which was like based
Weapons.
off of like his trauma of losing his friend, but he turned it into a really funny like horror movie. That was like and so. Yeah, Hundreds of Beavers is another great example of that. And it's actually funny when you were talking about feeling bad for the beavers. My favorite scene is when he's following the tracks and there's the two baby rabbits and they're like,
Oh my god!
And then it just cuts to him roasting them over the fire.
I knew at that point it was like okay.
That was like that was such a
good
joke. I was just like, okay, whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, and actually, what is
Man's gotta
everybody's
eat.
favorite like gag or moment
Yeah.
of the movie if you have them?
Oh yeah.
I really like the part where like the Sherlock Holmes beaver is like investigating, and then it cuts to like his like Rube Goldberg invention where like the beavers like get caught in the fan loop with the bat in the middle and just like knocking all the beavers out. And and then the number just keeps going up, and the Sherlock Holmes beaver's like,
honestly,
That's like my favorite.
my favorite beaver kill is during that, where a beaver goes into one windmill and then into another windmill, and then there's one underneath, and the beaver's suspended in midair, and he throws a bat, and it just sort of goes like conk, and then like really lightly, and then the beaver's dead. That always fucking gets me every single fucking time.
I also really liked at the beginning where he's like chasing the rabbits and he has like the rabbit like snow woman and he like throws a bowling ball and then the bowling ball like holes become so big that he just like goes right over.
Oh my god!
That was good too.
Okay, you know, I'm gonna lock in. My favorite gag is, this might be a controversial take, is when he has the snow rabbit that's fishing in the ice hole, and then it pulls on it, and then it falls down, and he's like, and then he rebuilds the snow rabbit, and it's the same except it's really muscular, and then it pulls again, and then just falls down again. Genius. That is so fucking genius.
Oh my god.
It's so stupid that it wraps back around like 3 times and becomes like the smartest
and then
shit.
like when the boobs fall off and then it becomes a dick. That's
Oh yes! Oh my god, I love a good dick joke. And fuck, it's so good.
At this point, I think I'm out of the good scenes, guys.
Oh, dude, I can keep going, man.
Oh, yeah.
The entire movie is a good scene. What are you talking about?
But like we were going like based off of what our favorite was.
Oh, yeah.
well, there's a lot of parts in the mill at the end, like
the Sherlock ones.
Yeah.
I really like.
Yeah, the Sherlock ones are great.
The one with the rabbit getting pulled into the fish hole.
Yeah.
And then the dick scene.
I really like the part where like he's like having dinner with the girl that he's like trying to get the wedding ring for, and she just like shows like her ankle, and he's just like,
and then she just like gets naked and starts dancing on the pole.
I guess one of the other ones that I could throw in there is when he first meets the girl and she's like skinning the like rabbit or whatever, and she's pulling all the organs out. He's like, and she's just like,
was that when he first met the girl? I thought
no, it was the first time he like
the first time that they brought her something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she did all that, and then she pretended like he was touching her or something, and the guard came running around, and he was like, hey, and he's like.
the spitting,
the tobacco joke where it never goes in.
Never gets in the freaking stick.
I like it when he spits it at him and then he puts it up just to him so it like doesn't
goes around.
Again, it's he understands the comedy of the tune force that he is being subjected to, and so he's like, oh, and he diverts it. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Oh, another great joke was God damn it, where'd it go? No, you keep talking about something else.
Okay, I can come up with more jokes, man. Like there was like in the mill at the end with the big like fight scene where they were like, and then the Santa guys come back and then he's like, it's like and then he unzips it and it's like a costume of a beaver.
He's gotta like skinwalked.
And that whole scene where he's like jumping from log to log, also very much video game logic.
Donkey Kong Country. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Or Frogger, or like a bunch of other video games you can play too.
It really, just talking about it, like I had the back of my mind thought like this is a lot like a video game, but just going through it now, it's like almost all of these things are like this is like a big video game. Movie.
Exactly, and that was honestly like it was actually a pretty thrilling like action scene there. Like it was funny too, but like I was like excited when I was watching that. I was like, where the hell is this gonna go?
Like for real, it because at that point, because again, the whole point of the movie, like the core heart of the movie, because you can't just have gags, is that Jean is sort of the worst at the very beginning. He is level 1. He is like you're starting a JRPG and you're killing slimes and you can barely even do that. And then by the end he's killing God. Like and to the point where like in that last act, he finds like echoes of his past, the barrel of the Applejack that he was like he was like fighting with himself, the last temptation of John going on, and
that's another thing too, is though the reason that he didn't notice one of his beer things was missing is because he was drunk and he saw 2 of them there. So that is one aspect where the alcoholism did affect him at the beginning.
It calls all the way back, and then in the end, whenever he is sort of riding on top of the big bundle of pelts, it flashes back to him riding on top of the barrel in the event that sort of set off the whole chain of events, and it's like, oh wow, we've come full circle. Now he is in control of his own destiny.
What a perfect callback!
It is. It's fucking good. It's so good.
But does it make you think though? In the aspect of which we saw at the beginning was actually where his ending was because he completed the level.
Kinda, yeah, that's kind of true, actually. Yeah,
kind of. Yeah, he was the.
Because he had the apple farm, and he was making apple jack, and all that, right?
Yeah,
that's true.
That's fair, yeah.
That still brings it full circle.
It does, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's so many layers to it. This really does feel like a movie I should have took notes for, but even if I did, I'd be pausing every 5 seconds because there's just so much going on in every gag.
It's complex, man.
It is.
That's what I liked about the movie. The beginning was actually his ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It comes full circle.
And that's the thing, too. It's like with like comedy movies, like you can just make them funny and that's enough. But when it's something deeper like this, where you actually see a fully grown character arc, and there's a lot of artistry to this, too. And like everything about it, like from the directing. I also noticed, like from watching it so many times, is that the way that they keep re-implementing the score of like the opening musical number when there's something triumphant happens, like that always that stuck out to me a lot more.
The call, but the leitmotifs, and like it's all constructed around that one central like this is where he started and this is where he is now, and it's always looking back to that.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought of the other gag that I love so much is there's any time that they show the beavers being like opened up or like skinned, you see like a full human skeleton in there every time, because that always gets me. Like when she's you brought it up when she was skinning the beaver, she's taking out all like the plush organs, and there is like a plastic like science classroom skeleton just sitting inside the beaver. Multiple times he like at the end when he's like super like he's punching their heads off, he punches one of their heads off and there's just like a human skull.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great gag too.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. No, dude, this keeps the fucking level up at 100, and it keeps riding that level.
It really doesn't take. It doesn't take any breaks, which can be to the detriment of a movie like this. It can be like overwhelming, but it never feels like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about how you portray the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're watching it, you can create your own concept, right? Because you don't really have like words being said. So
exactly. You sort
can
of
create your own scenarios.
Yeah, exactly.
What those scenes are about.
Yeah. Like when you creativity is when you deprive the audience of like dialogue or like other like traditional storytelling techniques, you sort of breed creativity in their own mind. Me and Ian, when we were in elementary school, used to turn on the TV to Little Bear and mute the TV and just make our own episode.
I think that would be better.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was better. I don't even remember what it was. It was probably...
I used to do that with my friends, too.
Exactly. And we would just mute the TV, and it would be whatever we wanted it to be.
Yo, one of my favorite ones was What's with Andy.
Yeah, we did that for that. Yeah, we did that for that one. We did that for Carl Squared. We did
Carl Squared. Yeah,
Thomas the Tank Engine was really easy because they don't really like do lip syncing in that.
Yeah, the lips or anything.
That didn't bother Thomas.
No.
Yeah, but like there was so much on the Blu-ray too. Like when you gave it to me, like there's this like poster book in it where it's like a bunch of different parodies. Actually, do you have the Blu-ray on you?
Yeah, I do. I can go grab it real quick here.
Yeah, so I kind of want to like show them what I'm talking about, but it's kind of like what Matt Johnson did for the Dirties, where it's like all the different posters for the Dirties were like different parodies of movies and stuff like that.
Right.
They have one for this where it's like there's Terminator 2, there's Parasite, there's Pink Flamingos, there's Die Hard, Star Wars, No Country for Old Men. Like there's a gigantic poster book. I mean, well, you guys, I've seen this. Yeah, there's Poltergeist, Escape from New York. Like there's a lot of different things. Yeah, and
I remember flipping through that and being like, "Oh, this is crazy!" Like
the Die Hard, fucking Rocky, fucking Nah Country for Old Men.
Yeah,
the Pulp Fiction ones get it. The fucking the Star Wars Phantom Menace one is getting me. Where it's just Jake Lloyd, but his shadow is a big beaver.
No.
Yeah, like these are great. And actually, it's funny. The poster that they did settle on. While not...
Sorry, the pink flamingos.
Yeah, the Big Flamingos one is great.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the poster that they did settle on, even though it's not a direct parody, it's very much inspired by "It's a Mad, 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 Mad
Yes!
World's
Yeah,
poster."
the Mad Mad World.
Yeah, so even in its poster, it's still making references on the one that they did, go for.
It's so hard. It's so easy to fall into trappings with reference humor, where it's like that's the whole joke.
Yeah.
But this movie does a lot of references, but in a more like nebulous way, where it makes it its own
the
thing.
same way that Matt Johnson does for Nirvana the Band, the show.
Exactly.
And he does, and that's what I really appreciate about like this style of comedy, because I do like reference comedy. Like it's been done so poorly in recent years by so many people that
the
a lot
Mario
of people,
Galaxy movie.
Mario Galaxy, yeah.
Can we not talk about
no, but that's a good example where it's just soulless references for the sake of making references.
You brought Star Fox on and you raped him in front of me.
You literally did.
Sorry. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah,
There's a lot of anger.
I felt the same way.
I did too. But I guess we're getting a new Star Fox game out of it now. So
God bless that.
Yeah.
At least they're trying to give us something back after raping our minds with the crap they gave us.
a little bit of fondling will get you a lot of love in the long run. Why do we always make rape jokes? Anyway, so
We're better than this. We're funnier than this, aren't we?
We are. We're a lot.
I am. I don't know about you guys.
Well,
Geez, thanks for the vote of confidence here.
yeah,
Dylan.
okay,
No worries.
I think that's just where I'm gonna walk out.
goodbye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. No, honestly, this does feel like, I mean, in high school when we were doing OK Fine B, that made videos like we'd made Harold and James with like the stuffed toys and everything.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This is something I would have made if I had the budget.
Absolutely. That's another thing. Is this feels again like this feels like one of our old OK Fine Be That Bitty videos with a budget. You know, 'cause we just sort of used whatever we had, but if we had a budget, it would be like this.
Oh, remember when we watched Jack Frost, the horror movie Jack Frost about the killer snowman?
Yeah.
And there was one shot that was literally something we did in Harold and James, which was like a point of view shot of the snowman going like, "Rrr."
Yeah!
It's like, oh my god, we did cinema. I didn't even see that.
Cinema! Oh my god, we didn't even know that we were. Oh,
Yeah. So,
I remember that.
all right.
We helped create something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I have a lot of notes. Do you guys want to say some more stuff before I go on? What about you, Dylan?
Yeah,
You have something else that sticks out to you right now?
Honestly, like, just the movie in general is just one that I think everyone should watch and then figure out if they like it or not
Yeah.
based on
Exactly. This is a great landing point because it's I guess it's a little bit harder to get somebody to watch like a movie from like something like Sherlock Jr. or something
A
that
silent
old.
movie. Like,
Yeah,
But that's what I mean. This is a good first silent film, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Like if you
That's
want
what I'm
something
saying.
more
Yeah.
contemporary that kind of like references that. And Nathan knows I talk about Shaun the Sheep all the time.
Exactly.
Like the Shaun the Sheep movies. Those I think are like a kid's version of something like this, but still very brilliant in what they do. Like there's a lot of different. I mean, The Artist would be another one if you're looking for like a drama that's like a silent movie.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, actually, this week I rewatched Sunset Boulevard, and just how much of it is just about the time period difference between the 50s and the 20s when they were making movies. But I don't know if I'm the only one here who's seen Sunset Boulevard, but
You might
probably.
You might
I've
be.
seen Sunset Boulevard.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
one
Dustin
of my favorites
has.
for sure. Yeah, but like this is the type of thing. And the fact that it had a drunk commentary and a wasted commentary too.
You didn't need to do that. That's so good.
Yeah, well, it was funny. I watched the wasted commentary, and they're like, "Yeah, we drank a lot of beer, and we can't really drive right now, so another commentary for Hundreds of Beavers." It's like, I love your attitude.
Oh my god, yeah. Like there is a certain point where it's just like it feels like a bunch of guys
That's
having
my
fun.
attitude, I would say.
Yeah, that's kind
I'm
of.
kind of drunk. I can't drive, so let's just talk about Hundreds of Beavers.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Like like at some point you get jaded and it's like movies are like an entertainment industry and there are millions of dollars going. Sometimes you just need a movie that is just a bunch of people having fun in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
For 150 for an hour and 50 minutes.
Something that
Yeah.
they put a lot of effort into. For sure, but they can also get drunk and just like get really like
Exactly.
laugh about it
And
on the
what was the catch
commentary.
piece on that again?
The what?
They only spent $150,000.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
150,000,
Yeah,
which is
it's
like that's
150 minutes. It's like
I think the first
that's
like
basically $1,000 a minute. That's
Yeah.
I think that the first like 20 or 30 minutes were actually done independently, but they showed that off to people, and then that's how they got the funding for the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
and they
okay.
probably refined those minutes as well, as
Yeah,
much
I
as they
imagine.
could.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like
No, they did great.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
for what it was, I mean, $150,000, 150 minutes.
Yeah,
you got a great movie.
It's funny. Whenever I've seen like a drunk commentary or something, it's always been like amazing. Like Matt Stone and Trey Parker on Orgasmo and Cannibal the Musical,
Yeah.
like their early movies, they did those drunk commentaries. I mean, Hunter S. Thompson's always high, and they got him on for like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. The commentary for that was brilliant. So I knew that the wasted commentary would be great. And it is great. And
Yeah.
I would really recommend you watch it, Dylan. because
I'm definitely going to.
No, I'm definitely going
remember,
to too.
Why are they all named Allison? Just
You'll have to
remember
borrow
that
it for a bit, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
so,
yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out.
yeah, and the visual effects thing too, like going through the whole storyboard for this as well as everything
Because
else.
even though it's got like a very stylized, like it feels like it's trying hard to look like they didn't try that hard. You know, like every effect is very much like, you know, you can tell it's an effect. They're not going for photorealism, but you really need to. There's a lot of things to take into account when you're making a movie like that. You have to make sure it's absolutely perfect and that it doesn't look janky in the way you don't want it to be janky. It's really interesting.
Yeah, this is one of those movies, and like you obviously know I'm super into Obayashi. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, I love the fact that like his movies, like the special effects, they're not to make you feel like they're actually there. They're made to make you feel like this is really weird and, you know, strange, and this exists in a world of its own. It's a movie world. And that's what I got when I watched this. So
Exactly.
The Beavers is like, I'm just into this world that it creates. And that's another reason that I don't want it to end after like maybe 150 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I would be fine with this as like let's do like fucking. You remember when they used to do like shorts at the beginning of movies? Just let this guy do all this like 100 shorts. That'll just
Hundreds
play
of shorts. For
hundreds of shorts.
Yeah.
Bam.
TM.
So yeah, and actually, this is part of a. Well, it's not a trilogy yet, but like the Lake Michigan Monster is done in a similar sort of style. Of
Oh, really?
That one does have dialogue. It's more of a tribute to like old like horror movies, like Creature of the Black Lagoon,
Right,
like, those
right.
type of like things. Less so than silent movies, but I know that he has these two have another movie in the works called I Have a Bomb. And that's supposed to be like the third entry in this like low budget tribute to classic movie kind of trilogy, and I'm really looking forward to that and anything else they make. I mean, I've got my
absolutely.
eyes on these two, and it is a joint effort. I do like, even though Mike Cheslick and he gets all the credit for directing, and Ryland Tews gets all the credit for the acting. Like, this is definitely like Matt Stone, Trey Parker, Tim and Eric. Like, this is a duo kind of
this
product
is
right here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they play off each other so well, and they will continue to do that until the money dries up. Like Tim and Eric or whoever the fuck else who went out and sort of went more solo. But for real, yeah, just milk it as much as you can, because at this point it's like I'm happy with you milking it. Just make more of this.
Exactly.
You got a beautiful mind.
I just feel bad for like all of the like extra beaver costumes. Like, I don't know how many they made, but like, what are they gonna do with those things?
I was under the impression that there was like maybe 8, and they just sort of repeated.
Well, yeah,
footage.
it's actually interesting because when they were promoting this movie, they were going around in the costumes, and they were like, there's like a thing on the Blu-ray where they like go to different like festivals, or like they'll actually be out on the streets promoting it in signs, like in the dressed up as the rabbits or anything. The rabbits are actually blue, which I found interesting. Yeah, like if you watch like the color version.
No, I can't. I don't want to know that.
Yeah, the color version is they're actually blue, but the beavers
really
are what you would expect, I guess. But
They're on the cover. The rabbits aren't on the cover,
And,
so that makes sense.
the second time I watched this in theaters, I went with my sister and her husband to show them. There was a short film with one of the beavers doing like a Joker voice or something. It was like, the hundreds of Beavers Blu-ray is out now. So that was funny. So they might re-implement them in other things.
That's incredible.
Yeah, there was like one thing on the special features too. I forget what this was, but they were doing like a Skype call with like all the different cast members and people who worked on this. and Ryland Tews was just dressed up as a beaver. It's just like he was holding up signs. It's just like I have him tied up. It's like doing this stuff like that. So, like,
it's just there's so much there's nothing wrong with having like a movie with a tone. And then, like a press tour that's very much like, we're here to promote the movie. Yeah. But when you're putting that much effort into making it feel like the tone of the movie, even when you're doing that on the press tour, in like interviews and stuff, it just goes to show you really care about what you're making.
Yeah.
And that's what matters most is, like, I don't care how bad a movie is. I think that The Room is legitimately one like a piece of modern art because of how much the person who made it cared about it.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's horrible.
My now wife, I think on like maybe like our fourth or fifth encounter, I got her to watch The Room.
Wow.
And she stuck around. So like, thank you for that.
My first ever time trying weed was we watched The Room with a crowd.
Yeah.
With a
that was
host.
Dylan Champion and. I think somebody else was there, but
yeah, there was a bunch of people there, and a bunch of them had not seen it yet. Honestly, key core moment of my life is when you're lying. I never hit you. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. And there is this. Everyone's so stoned. But there is this beat of like 3 seconds where we don't say anything, and then it's too much. We can't handle it. Like even I've seen this movie 1,000,000 times, and I'm caught up in it because
that was your first time. Yeah, that was your first time smoking weed too. So
exactly, this is the first time I ever smoked weed. That was the first
time I got that high off of smoking weed. I mean, I smoked a bit in junior high, but like, yeah, that was a great.
Yeah,
that was one, and also just the opening scene when he goes, "Hi, babe."
Hi, babe.
Just like, what? It's like, this is what we're in for.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So basically, the main takeaway is watch The Room when you smoke weed for the first time,
or Hundreds of Beavers. This would be a good.
Yeah. Well, watch The Room and Hundreds of Beavers. That would be a great double feature.
God.
Yeah, and the fact that they made this too, like in Wisconsin, like it's not even a big Hollywood movie. I mean, they did some stuff in LA for like the sound effects and stuff like that. But in terms of like the initial founding of it, like this is a outdoor, type of movie, like just backdoor, like not a Hollywood big feature film, and it really goes to show, like when you really look for the niche stuff and you find really good stuff.
You're telling me this wasn't shot on the Mandalorian soundstage?
No. Mandalorian and Grogu is out this week. And
this week you can
go see it, I guess.
You can go see he's got his cookies and I don't know what the fuck happens in the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I
haven't watched it.
Good.
I haven't watched it either.
Good. I feel lesser than when people know things I don't.
Well, I don't know anything about modern Star Wars anymore.
Yeah, but here's another thing. This is besides the point. I was convinced when I watched this movie the first time it was a Canadian film.
I can see
that. It's spiritually Canadian.
But the guy's name is Jean. It's the fur trapping, and it's a lot of Canadian activities. But then I found out they're from Wisconsin, and they're chill.
That's the thing. It's like they're northern East Coast. Like there's a lot of like overlap between that type. Like I mean, Frankie Frayne, who I talked to for Red Cow, like he's based out of Boston, and he has kind of a vibe of those movies, and even like early Kevin Smith, like the New Jersey vibe. Like you can see that in Clerks. And a few other things.
Yeah, bordering states usually sort of give that same
exactly
the same energy.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. There's a big difference between Canada and America, but there's also a big difference between West Coast and East Coast. And so,
exactly.
There's a bit.
It's
of
like a big like quadrant almost.
Exactly.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that was I think your movie sucks for recommending this.
Yeah.
It's actually funny. I remember listening to one of his podcasts after he recommended this. He was like talking about like meeting fans, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm likely to meet some of them outside of things I recommend, like Hundreds of Beavers or something like that."
Oh my god!
And it was like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme, like "That's me." That's me. That was literally like 2 weeks after I saw that.
I am really sad though. I missed this in a theater experience.
Yeah, I can't imagine how great the experience was.
Well, one of my friends runs. He's the manager for Tivoli Cinema in Charlottetown.
Shit. Really?
Yeah, and
we're regulars there. We love that place.
Hell yeah! And I have a fun story about that after the podcast. But yeah, like it showed, and I was like, oh, I need to go. But then I got too busy, and I was like, oh man. But then they announced the Blu-ray, and I knew I had to scoop it up because I can't keep renting it from Apple TV forever.
I know this was a great purchase. This is a great Blu-ray with a lot of good special features.
Exactly.
Really, if you want to make movies or something like this is the type of Blu-ray you get, where it just shows like all the different stages that they went through. It's very Peter Jackson-y in that regard.
Exactly. Very comprehensive.
Yeah, it shows you all of the different processes that he goes through to make these movies, and this is another one. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I can't recommend this enough. I actually we don't really do ratings on the podcast, but we do have like a letterbox. Me and Nathan do anyway. Do you have Letterboxd?
I do have Letterboxd, yeah.
Okay, I'll have to follow you on that then.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, so I was looking through my ratings on Letterboxd. There's only 6 movies from this decade that I've given a full 5 stars to.
Is this one of them?
This is
Let's
one of
go!
them. Yeah, it's very rare. The other ones are Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, banger.
Monster, the Hirokazu Koreeda movie. And then last year was a good year because I got 3 of them. Those were One Battle After Another, No Other Choice, and Nirvana the Band, the show, the movie. And so this is one of them. This is one of the 6 this decade that has gotten me.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
It's held in high esteem then.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it is. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, in like 10 years, this is going to be like a staple.
Oh, 100%.
Like, everybody's going to be watching this movie.
Yeah, and the people who don't are going to like see this and like, why didn't I watch Hundreds of Beavers back when it came out?
Yeah. I could have got it on the ground floor.
Yeah. So
invest now.
Exactly. Invest now. Stocks are up.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, yeah. So can't say enough about Hundreds of Beavers. Just amazing movie. One of my favorites.
Great fucking choice.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I know you say you're not a movie person, then you come in and recommend something like
Listen,
this. Probably one of us in our place, man.
Probably one of the best movies we could possibly watch on the show.
Well, Nathan he messaged me and he's like, we usually go for more obscure picks. And I was like, okay, what's something kind of obscure that I know? And I just opened my letterbox and I saw my top 4, and it's like Social Network, Grand Budapest Hotel, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. And I'm like, okay, these are pretty like high known movies.
That's a good top 4.
Yeah, that's a good top 4.
And then I saw Hundreds of Beavers up there. I went, there's the ticket. I want to talk about this film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
just
perfect.
Dustin left, but he liked it too.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Absolutely.
Do you want to come back, Dustin?
He's gone.
You want to come back and say your final thoughts on the movie?
Oh, final thoughts?
Yeah, here, come close.
Come closer to the
Come
microphone.
close to the
microphone.
microphone picks you up.
Just say, in one sentence, what could you say about...
It was an awesome movie.
Hell yeah.
Great. Glad we got you on, Dustin. Go bye.
Get the fuck out of here.
Wow. Can I at least clarify why I thought it was awesome?
Continue.
I appreciated the writing of it. Like, even though there wasn't really much writing, but it was
storyboarded. It's
storyboarded.
But you know what I mean. There's still some complex writing to that, or
story writing,
whatever,
storytelling,
and the way they did it made sense to me. I watched it twice. I'll probably watch it another time just because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm already planning my next watch.
Yeah,
I will probably get the Blu-ray for myself and watch the other commentaries.
I'm actually considering getting a Blu-ray myself too at this point.
I don't know if they still have it, but there's one that's like encased in wood. I can't remember if it's there or not.
Don't tell me that. That's like collector's edition.
Yeah.
Right there.
I think it sold out immediately because I got this one and I was like, this is perfect.
I doubt we'll find one of those. If we do, I'm sure people are going to hold on to them.
Oh, no question. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, great movie. Enjoyed it.
Good.
110%.
Awesome.
110%.
Actually, they could take the posters that are in that flip book and then make Blu-rays out of them. That's what Matt Johnson did for the Dirties. And you can get like a Rosemary's Baby Dirties thing or Time Bandits Dirties thing. So I would like to see like a bunch of different collectible Hundreds of Beavers things where they use the posters. So.
It's just the map.
Oh, that's
just the map. I mean, that's still awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's a thing too. Like watching the storyboard, like a lot of the drawings that they do, I mean,
No,
they're pretty finalized in the thing whenever.
It's kind of funny because it kind of reminds you of like we talked about earlier, how it looks kind of like Minecraft. And stuff, you know what I mean? You look at the map, they got these little cute little cartoon looking.
Oh yeah.
Minecraft.
Brown bricks in Minecraft.
So do I get to finally do a thing or what?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
What is the thing
Do you want to recommend a movie right now?
Is that what you're saying? You want to recommend a movie?
Do I get to do this?
If you want to.
You just sort of walked in, but I mean, I'm down.
Well, I've been waiting. I've been told that I had to
here's the time.
Here, come over here. Come here.
Okay,
you got the floor.
Well.
All right.
Oh God, Dustin's here.
What are you gonna do after we made you watch Caligula and Solo?
Yeah, it was a long time ago, and you didn't have to do that.
I actually want to throw a movie I feel like is underrated, and even though it's like more of a dramatic and everything, Armageddon.
Armageddon's a drama?
It's a sci-fi drama, dude, because it's got the feel good.
So wait,
that's the old Michael Bay movie.
The Michael
Bruce
Bay.
Willis,
I've never seen this. I am actually down for this. I'm actually down with Aerosmith. Okay, yeah,
Aerosmith.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go from like $150,000 to like $1 million production. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Okay.
I never thought we'd recommend a Michael Bay movie on this podcast.
But here we are.
Awesome.
I'm bringing a Michael Bay in.
All right. Michael Bay.
Bringing Michael in.
We're bringing in Michael.
Do you actually like any Michael Bay movies?
I remember enjoying Pain and Gain.
Oh yeah,
it was kind of dumb,
Game.
but like
that's the one with Mark Wahlberg and
I still haven't seen The Rock, which I hear is good. The one with
that's confusing.
It has The Rock in it, but it also has Nick Cage and Sean Connery.
Why would you name? It's like calling your movie. It's like making a movie about like stealing the Declaration of Independence and calling it Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
But the Rock's name isn't that like when it's The Rock, it's just his.
Dwayne Johnson?
But he is credited as Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
That's his stage name.
Yeah, for the wrestling.
That's his preferred name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think he goes by Dwayne Johnson in that new Benny Safdie film.
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Smashing Machine. I think he got rid of The Rock for that because he wanted to be taken seriously.
Yeah, he was playing a...
he wasn't playing.
Too, so
he wasn't playing.
Really
he wasn't playing The Rock this time.
He wasn't playing a bald guy with a beige shirt on with two pockets on it with the eyebrow raised. Yeah. That's because you can literally like in 1 year he played like 3 of those.
But Bowser Jr. finally got another performance out of him. So now that we're done talking about Galaxy again,
no.
All right. Oh, if you do not want to be spoiled for Armageddon,
because you don't want to miss a thing.
I guess not. You don't want to miss Armageddon.
That's gonna be a good movie.
I'm excited. I'm actually excited.
Yeah, no, I am too. I've been meaning to watch it for a long time. So
it's got Bruce Willis in it.
Yeah.
It's got such.
Oh, that made me a little sad.
We're gonna unfortunately have to go through what Bruce Willis is going through.
Whatever.
But we'll address that.
We'll address it right at the beginning, and then we'll have fun about the explosions and stuff.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
good recommendation. I like it. I don't
know if I like it yet. We'll see.
Yeah, I like the recommendation.
I like where you're going, though.
I can't say anything about the film, but we'll see. All right.
I think I might have that on VHS somewhere, and I never watched it.
Man, I'm pretty sure we got it on one of my streaming services.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be fun. We'll find it. It's not a hard movie to find.
It's not. It's a Michael Bay movie. It's probably one of the most widely available movies you could probably
more
find.
Than likely, but you know what's gonna piss me off? I bet you I'm gonna have to turn around and get Netflix.
Fuckers! How could they do this to me? They made me spend money on a film service.
I honestly don't like Netflix, man. There's not much that
they started strong with BoJack Horseman and never caught that fucking high again.
No,
they have not had.
They were riding high for 6 seasons of BoJack Horseman and then fucked it all up.
They just dropped the sandal.
Anyway, I feel like we're not even in the podcast anymore, so maybe we should end the recording.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. So thanks again for listening. This has been the Unrealistic Elephant Podcast for May 2026, and we'll see you guys next month with Armageddon. Don't miss a thing, even when I dream again. Stupid now, and I'll just slowly peter out. I think
Please like and subscribe.
All right, that's it. We got the ending.